welcome back to my channel. Excuse the lack of makeup because today we are going to be playing with and seeing if it's worth the money, the Honest Beauty Everything palette. I don't know if I hauled this for you guys. I don't think I did, but I got this during Ulta's, just looks a little something like this. I got this during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, so I got it for either $25 or $25 on sale. It normally retails for $35 and it is limited edition. Quickly, just so you guys can see, I don't think the colors are showing up very nicely, but we have like cooler tones here, and one matte shade, some bronzy tones, a cheek color, and two lip colors. This is Mulberry Kiss and Honey Kiss. Before I get into it, I'm just going to quickly swatch these for you guys so you can see what we're working with, and then we will see how they perform on the eyes. Okay, so just so you guys can see, I like to swatch like this. You can see them all in relation to each other. I like this palette because it has a little bit of the cool tones, a little bit of the warm tones, but as you can see, we need another matte shade to build up the crease. We only have a matte bone shade, so that is definitely the first problem I see with this palette. But I like the array of colors we have here. So we have the eyeshadows in Charcoal Shimmer, Pewter Shimmer, Everyday Canvas, Champagne Shimmer, Bronze Shimmer, the Cream Blush in Truly Thrilling, the lip color in Mulberry Kiss, and the lip color in Honey Kiss. Okay, so initial impressions, like I already said, definitely needs another matte shade to build up the crease. We only have a matte bone shade, which I like to use on the brow. We need something like a mid-tone brown, so I will be dipping into one of my other Honest Beauty trios just to supplement the look when I put it on my eyes. And I quickly wanted to note what a fantastic deal this is, because you get the same amount of eyeshadow, but you get more colors, plus you get a cheek color, plus you get a lip color. So when you get the Honest Beauty trios, it has 4.5 grams of product among the 3 eyeshadows, so that works out to be 1.5 grams a piece. All of these eyeshadows are 1.5 grams a piece as well, so you have so much product to work with. Then we have the cream blush, you have 3.1 grams, and then you have 1.4 grams in each of the lip colors. So if you guys have already seen my Honest Beauty review or any previous haul, I did have the shade in Mulberry Kiss before, and I don't love it. I think it bleeds. I think it's a little bit hard to work with, but the color is really pretty. I think in this pan formula, it might be nice just to work into the lips as a stain, but I do already love the Honest Beauty eyeshadows. So let's just get straight into the look and see how they perform. Value-wise, it's there. So I'm just going to quickly start off with a base color. So I'm going to go in with that one matte shade in the palette here. This is the Everyday Canvas shade. Like I said, a matte bone. I love this shade because this is what I use to highlight the brow every day. Oh, I'm not sure if I mentioned this either. This palette retails for $35. One of the eyeshadow trios alone retails for $25. So the value is fantastic, and it is limited edition. So like I said, we do not have a transition shade. That kind of bothers me. So I'm going to go into my eye trio in Truly Effortless Soft Sand, and I'm going to take the lightest shade right there on just a fluffy brush and run that through the crease. If you guys know anything about how I feel about Honest Beauty, it's that I'm definitely into the shadows. So that's why I really wanted to pick up this kit. What I think they're going for with the palette, and I think is really cool, is that this palette could definitely take you to day to night. We have the nude lip color. We have a not offensive cheek color that can go with the smoky eye, or just for a fresh everyday look. And we have the darker cool tones for, like I said, the smoky eye, and then we have bronze golden tones for just a really nice everyday look. So I'm just running that through the crease. So I just want to do something really effortless. So I don't think you can achieve so many looks with this palette, but I think you can achieve very nice wearable looks with this palette. And like I said, the eyeshadows blend so easily that if you're a beginner into makeup and you want something that's kind of one and done, I really do think this would be great. So I'm going to go into the Truly Champagne shade, I think it's called, or Champagne Shimmer rather, which is that middle there. And I'm just going to pack this on the eyelid, and I'm also going to bring it right into my inner corner. So the eyeshadows are performing just like my usual Honest Beauty eyeshadows, so in short, I'm really enjoying them. Okay, so far so good. They're blending like a dream, and they better. So then I'm gonna go in with just a little baby crease brush. I'm gonna go in with bronze shimmer. Typically I like to do matte colors towards the crease, but I'm just going to lay this down near the lash line, sort of flick it into an outer V shape. Very, very softly. And then just because I like some lower lash line definition, I'm just going to go in with that medium shade in my Truly Effortless Soft Sand. I'm just going to take that right underneath the lash line. And because why be subtle? Let's play this is probably the way I'm going to use most of the cool tone shadows in the palette. I'm just going to take a little angled brush here, and I'm going to go in with pewter, not charcoal, not quite the darkest, pewter. And I'm going to just press this right into the root of the lash. This will just give a really subtle definition, make the lashes appear fuller, and really just add some extra drama, but in a very soft way. And then I'm also going to take that edge, and I'm just going to flick it up right into my crease. If you guys can sort of see that. It's very soft, and then we go back and we blend, of course. And before I wrap it up on the eyes, I really want my inner corner to be poppin', so I'm going to foil the champagne color. So I'm just going to take a little rose water and glycerin, little pencil brush there, and let's see if we can really make this bright. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Because on the lid, the champagne's pretty. It does seem a little tiny bit powdery, but nothing crazy. And I always like to wet my eyeshadows anyway, so if you foiled it, you could get just a really intense smoky eye, I feel like. This would actually be good to do a halo smoky eye with. I could probably do a tutorial with that if you guys want to see. Right, so let's have that inner corner just be poppin'. Okay, so I have mascara, and I just wanted to bring it in so you guys could see it's really subtle. They blend really pretty. Nothing offensive here. I like something a little bit more dramatic, but for day to day and for the time of year, I think this is really, really nice. All right, so let's just go into the cheek product. Something that I will say, another issue that I have with this palette. I do really like this palette, but I'll weigh the pros and cons at the end. I don't like when creams and powders are together. You know why? Because my powder is going to get into that cream and it just grosses me out. So beyond that, just wanted to make note of that. I'm just going to go in with my finger in the cream blush. This is in the shade Truly Thrilling. I really like it. Just a good peachy nude. And I'm just going to dab that on with my fingers. I'm no stranger to these blushes. I really like them. They blend really, really pretty. And I think the shade range is really nice as well. The blushes do give you a little bit of radiance on the cheek as well, so you could just go ahead and skip highlighter if you don't like a ba-bam highlight like yours truly. And let's finish it off with a little bit of lip color. Honey Kiss is a little bit more nude than I would normally go for. Let's see. Here, I'll just swatch it on the back of my hand for you guys. See, let me build it up. It's pretty, but it's a little bit more nude. Like, I wouldn't just wear that on its own. I would definitely need to pair it with a lip liner. So instead, I'm just going to go in with my Gressa lip brush, and I'm just going to apply Mulberry Kiss, like a little bit of a stain. So this is the completed look, you guys. Quickly, pros. It has a little bit of everything. You have your warms, your cools, lip colors, cheek colors. It is a one and done palette. The price point is very, very nice. It's $35, and you get a ton of product. Like I said, this is the same amount of 3 eyeshadows have the same amount of product as 3 eyeshadows in here, roughly. So that's $25, and then it's basically like 2 eyeshadows, cream, blush, this and this are free. So the price point's really good. The quality of the products is really nice. Do I think you need this palette? No. Would I repurchase this palette? No. I did get it on sale, and I did really want to review it for you guys. I think it's just really easy. If you're very minimal with your makeup, I think this would be fantastic for you because you don't really have to sweat it. Cons. Creams and powders together. I do not like it. There is not enough matte eyeshadows in here. The lip colors are not convenient for reapplying, regardless of the fact that they do not last a long time. So for me, I would have totally skipped on this palette had I, not wanted to purchase it for review's sake. Will I use it? Totally. I think it has some really pretty shades in there that would complement nicely with the Honest shadows that I already have. But that is just my 2 cents on it. If I have reviewed all the products inside of there separately and at length with colors that I chose that do not come in that palette in my one brand tutorial of Honest Beauty. So go ahead and check that out down below if you would like to. But until then, you can follow me on Instagram at Green Bunny Video. And I will see you guys next time.